Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, welcome to stream. Hope you're doing okay. We're back at some more Doki today. Late stream start because I've been busy. I mean, outside in the nice cold weather. Although not with much success. I've had to take some night photos. I don't really think they've worked out too well. But I'll find out tomorrow how well they come out and then go from there, I think. Homework for you. A bit of a pain. Okay, I'll do it. Okay, my chat's now set up. Everything's set up. This is going quite well this time, setup wise. My setup usually doesn't go this well. We've nearly hit 100. We've nearly hit 90 followers on Twitch, which is amazing. With 83 followers on Twitch, which is amazing. Just wow, it's amazing. Just wow. Okay. Wait, what's this do? Oh, I can actively. Oh, I should actually do that more often. Okay. How low is that? Okay, I think my volume got up a little bit. There you go. Cool, that should balance it quite nicely for the game. My voice will make myself slightly louder as well. I think that should sound good. Let me have a little check. How does this sound? Okay, sounds good. Okay, perfectly fine. Okay, nice. And we think we'll continue where you left off. Okay. I think my audio's all nicely balanced. Seems to be. Let's continue. I grab my keys and wallet and walk out to my house to meet Sayori. There we go. I walk out of my house and wait by the fence that separates our two houses. Not long after I arrive, I see Sayori exiting her back door and walking up to the fence. I unlock the gate and hold it open as she walks through. Hey Sayo! Hey Echo! I gleefully take Sayori into my arms. Feeling her embrace once again seems to melt away all the stress and worrying I experienced just a few minutes ago. I only hold her tight as I continue to release my stress. Fortunately, she doesn't seem to mind, but only blushes brighter as the embrace tightens. I don't know why, but every time I find myself in her arms, it feels like I'm in heaven. He has always given great hugs, sure, but lately it's been different. Much magical of sorts. Magical feeling that I can't really put into words. While I can't complain, I'll just enjoy this magical moment where we're sharing for as long as possible. However, the magical moment is quickly ruined as Sayori's stomach emits a loud enough rumble that I'm sure everyone in the neighborhood heard. But it breaks the embrace and steps back in embarrassment. So sorry, Echo. I guess I'm kind of hungry. I'm not sure if kind of hungry is really accurate way to describe your appetite, sorry. I don't think anything can be quite honest. Yep, that's true. I just hope wherever you're going has enough food for you to conquer your hunger. Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's get going. See you? I lock the door, lock the key behind us as we begin our journey to the restaurant. Nice! As we begin our walk to the restaurant, I immediately begin to realize where she's taking us. I turn to Sayori, eyeing her suspiciously. You're taking us to go your mama's, aren't you? Yep. How did you know? I remember these old side streets. Our parents always took this way to get there. I think my dad always called it the shortcut. That's because they try to avoid all the traffic on Rockefeller Street. I don't blame them. Still, I'm a little surprised you remember the way. How could I forget, Echo? Always loved to walk to go Maria's. Though you always hated the walk back. I think you like that place too much for your own good, sorry. But ice cream was very good though. Not to mention the jungle gym they kept outside. Yeah, that was pretty fun now I think about it. Next we can't go in it now. Why not? What's stopping us? Sorry? Trader holding a chuckle. I still sometimes forget she's still a child at heart. It's what I really like about her. We're way too old to go on it. I'm pretty sure if I set an age limit at 12, I doubt the staff would let us go anywhere near it. Well, that's no fair. We're not kids anymore. I don't think we'd even fit on the bars, to be honest with you. Not me, I'm pretty sure I can fit. Yeah, right. You get stuck between the bars and we'd have to call someone to cut you out. Remember the swing set incident back in 4th grade? Hey, it wasn't my fault. That swing set was just really old. I don't think its age was the problem, sorry. It was meant for toddlers. Matter of fact, I was still surprised you managed to squeeze in. It was the best 100 yen I ever made in elementary school. Even though I got a week's worth of detention because I somehow got blamed for putting you up to it, it wasn't even originally my idea. It was a small price to pay, Echo. Hey, can I share a brief laugh together? I always did find our laughs to be cute. Even as a kid, I always enjoyed doing it. And doing it now, I almost feel like I'm back in elementary school playground with her. But you would have never been able to put it off? Eh? What do you mean? Let's just face it. You would have gone stuck far worse than me, or you wouldn't have fit in the swing set at all. I could have if I tried hard enough. I just didn't feel like it that day. Your belly was too big back then to fit. And it's still kinda big now. You jokingly rose my belly for emphasis. Hey, cut it out. Please spot a hand away from me as she continues laughing. I was never like that. It's okay, I still like you. I struggle to suppress myself. Even though when she teases me, she still finds a way to make me blush. I'm not gonna let her continue to one-up me. Let's see if she'll take a bet. I bet you I could fit between those bars in the jungle gym. That sounds like a challenge. Deviously winks at me. Maybe it is one. Alright, you're on. What did I just get myself into? You did just sign yourself up to this. Well, I'm sure it won't be bad, assuming we can even get in. But there's a chance you'll probably forget by the time we get food. Not that I'm all worried about losing some stupid bet. Leave it to her to bring out the kid to me. Yeah, oh, okay. This place again. This is always the same restaurant we always go to. After a few more minutes of walking, we turn to find our childhood favourite restaurant still standing in its glory. We almost rush into the building to see everything still the same as we remember it. Despite a few apparent changes, everything is still the same. Seems to be completely lost in thought as she stares around at everything. I guess she hasn't been by in a long time either. This place really did mean a lot. I sat myself with my train of thought and nudged her to do the same. Eh? Well, this looks the same for the most part, doesn't it? Yep, it does. I still hope the food tastes the same. There's only one way to find out. Let's get some food. Well, what are you ordering then? Hehe. Now you're speaking my language. It comes in handy to know you so well. Yeah. You just give her food and it pretty much, yeah, that's it. Looks like I got my revenge earlier. Before I decided to be merciful and end embarrassment by quickly finding a table. Immediately crack open the menu to see what's available. I'm quick to pick out what I want, and she folds her eyebrows as she continues to pore over the menu. If I had all the money in the world, there's no question she would find a way to convince me to get to her one of everything. In a few minutes, I decide to ask her what she's thinking. See anything you like? There's so many choices. Is there anything in particular you're leaning towards? I think I'm about getting a burger. She closes her eyes for a moment. What are you doing? I'm trying to see which way my tummy is leaning towards. I can't decide if I want a burger or pizza. Well, here's up to you. My treat. Takes the next few moments to think it over. It gets to a point where I'm considering ordering first and then going back for her order after. So, what does your stomach say? She takes one more look at the menu. I want pizza. What do you want on it? Oh. Trey takes another look at the menu. I mean, usually you get pepperoni. Yeah, but I think we're trying something new this time. I think we're trying out some other anchovies. Anchovies, huh? Who are you and what have you done with Sayori? It lets a small laugh. There's nothing wrong with trying something new. Besides, I remember the pizzas are super good. Yep, did enjoy the pizzas. Matter of fact, it's the place where I always went to get pizzas as a kid. They were always freshly baked too, not the cheap reheated store-bought ones I've seen in a lot of restaurants around here. You know what, I think I'll get one too. There you go, Echo, that's the spirit. Anchovies though? Oh, that's disgusting. It seems like you just have a special way over me, don't you? First the club, then last Sunday, and even now. I guess you're still that good at talking me into things. Well, I try my best. And you succeeded. You always do. Asher smiles as she continues to blush. I'll go and place in our order. But you haven't said what... We're getting 2 anchovy pizzas. Ugh. Get up more to register and put in our order for a large anchovy pizza. I just hope my stomach doesn't make me regret this later. About 10 minutes wait, the waiter comes by and delivers our pizzas and what? A fresh pizza in 10 minutes. That's good. Sayori and I are shocked at the size of it. I don't think I could finish it, but knowing Sayori and her appetite, anything's possible. I'll admit, it smells nice. She quietly takes a slice and stares at it as I follow suit. There's literally a little fish embedded into the pizza. Not that I've ever had a problem with fish, it just seems kind of weird to me. This is cute. It's like swimming in the pizza. But now it's going to swim into our stomachs. Cheers? What do you mean? What are we cheering for? No, it's not like that. It's like another word for toast. We have toast here? Hey, welcome Assassin. How are you doing? I don't know, but it doesn't have anything to do with food, silly. It's like we're celebrating. Well, what are we celebrating then? Take a moment to think this over. Well, how much progress we made in a relationship is definitely worth celebrating. How about this great, loving relationship we found ourselves in? I mean, after everything we've been through, look at us now. Which is brighter than the pizza sauce. That's very sweet of you, Echo. I agree. Cheers. I playfully clink our pizzas and take a bite in anchovy flavoured crust. Oh, that is... Good, just wrote an hour on an official document. Oof. That sounds like a lot of writing. Ooh, I don't envy you. Hey, this isn't half bad. So how's yours? Very joyfully chewing down a pizza branches, answer with a mouthful of pizza. It's so good. I tried to look away from my mouth as I take my next bite. I'm still surprised at how well the taste of anchovies mixed in with the pizza crust and sauce. It all mixes together for a surprisingly satisfying flavor. Who knew anchovies mixed with bread and sauce could be so tasty? I'm definitely going to have this again at some point. I continue to pick away the pizza while Sayori seems to gobble down slice left and right. Even as a kid, she always managed to consume the craziest amount of food in the shortest amount of time. Hopefully there'll be some pizza left for me to eat before I decide to tap out. After having roughly 5 slices, I decided to call it quits on the pizza. I simply nursed my water as I watched Sayori continue to shred through the slice after slice of if it were nothing. Eventually, she finishes the last slice of pizza, leaning back in her chair with satisfaction. I hate writing. They told me I'm not allowed to print it out for some reason, so I had to write it by hand, and that with my terrible handwriting was hard. Oh yeah, I can imagine. Writing long, I've done... I've done 2 hours of writing before my exam, and that was hard. My hand was cramping by the end of it. Yeah, I get that. That's very unpleasant. It's weird that they want it all handwritten, but I guess each their own, I guess. So I take it you enjoyed it? Yeah, it was really good. You seem to like the pizza too. Well, hey, we both know Goya Mamas have the best pizza in town. And the best ice cream. I still remember the bet I made Sayori yesterday when we were playing Mario Kart. So this is why she wanted us to come here. A bet's a bet, and it looks like it's time for me to pay up. Well, I suppose I do owe you from yesterday's bet. You beat me fair and square. Oh, Echo. Glad you remembered. But if I forgot, you would have reminded me anyway. That's why I wanted you to come here for dinner, right? Well, maybe that was part of the reason. I chuckled to myself. Alright, let's see what they have. Warmly smile as we get up to check out the ice cream selection. I declined to get anything, but so I opt to get 2 scoops of some sort of blueberry banana combination I've never heard of. as per bet, ended up paying the cost for the ice cream and slightly covered the cost for our meals as well. Naturally, so I was pretty happy. She gobbled down her ice cream and began to walk home. My goodness, beast. On our way back, when I realized we weren't actually that far from the park we used to spend a lot of time in as kids. Given that we were both in reminiscing mood, we decided to take a slight detour to head to the park. Well, by the time we reached it, the sun had already set and it was starting to get darker by the minute. We agreed to do only one walkabout before heading home. So in a cheerful mood as we start walking, pointing out all our former hangout spots and reminiscing about all the spots we shared. Seeing the side of her in full bloom almost makes me forget about the depression she has. Her being so cheery and energetic is a far cry from how she's been acting recently. Maybe it's because I'm spending time with her, or is she just trying her best to show that side of her? Either way, I wanted to be honest with how she feels right now. I'll say so. You've been in a pretty good mood today. Yeah, today's been really great, and you've helped it makes it so. I see. Didn't have any rain clouds today? No, not really. Why? I just want to make sure my bundle of sunshine stays that way. Bravely ruffled her hair, causing her to giggle loudly. Okay, cut it out. She really pushes me away. But yeah, today's been pretty good. I do think that's partly because of you. I'm just doing my job, sorry. Besides, looking after you is what I do best. And to be truthful, I kind of enjoy it. It just feels right, you know? Like this is always supposed to happen. Being all this time around you the last 2 weeks, it's been very fun. It almost feels like we're kids again, and it's just us going about having a good time. Instead of having me realize that you've been battling depression on the entire time. Well, you helped make it manageable. Honestly, if it weren't for you, I don't know where I'd be right now. Where do you think you'd be? There's really no point in thinking about it, right? We had a great childhood together, that's all that really matters. I'm just glad we were able to reconnect and make many more lasting memories. Yep, you're right. Actually, I've been meaning to ask you something, Sayori. About your rain clouds. Oh? What about them? Well, you said you had them for your entire life? Yeah, I guess. Have you ever thought seen something about this? There's a long pause of silence between us. Finally, she turns to me with a pained look in her eye. I mean, I have. My initial shock quickly gives way to frustration. She's been debating about whether to seek help for all these years. That doesn't make any sense. Why would she feel like junk all the time? Well, why haven't you gone to anyone yet? I say that in most level voice possible. But always seems to pick up on a hint of frustration in my voice. Surely your whole philosophy that you're meant to feel this way doesn't seeking professional help? Well, exactly. It's just something else. Well, what is it? I've read up on the effects of the presence having people, and what I read terrifies me. They can completely change your personality, Echo. It changes everything about you, how you act, how you feel, what you like and don't like, and I suppose other some side effects. It makes you numb to everything, to pain, to sadness, to joy. You become empty. Like you're better off not taking them. And I don't want to run the risk of not feeling anything anymore. I don't want to let anything change who I am. I take them, I might not be the same person you've always known. I can't let that happen. If I had to put up with all this pain and suffering just to have a little fun with you, then it's all worth it. I want you to be happy, Echo, and I know you want what's best for me. I'd rather feel the full weight of my rain clouds barrel down on me than not feel anything at all. I just couldn't do that to you. You'd only be receiving your kindness I could never return. At least with how I am now, I can. And since you know the truth, I can be honest with how I feel, especially around you. I completely stop my tracks. I look at Sayori the same way a deer would look at headlights. I can't believe what I'm hearing. Would you rather put up with all this than take a chance to get better? Oh man, what do you even say here? Sayori continues walking, staring as tears continue to build up. I just stammer out something that just makes sense. Sayori, look. I'm not going to pretend like I'm an expert on doctor or whatever, because I'm not. Look, dealing with depression like this isn't healthy at all. I think we can both agree to that. But you never know what works unless you try it, right? Like how you convinced me to join the club? Like earlier, how you convinced me to try anchovy pizza for the first time. If you have the chance to get out of this constant cycle of feeling down and happy, you really should consider it. Maybe you just need some simple therapy or something, I don't know. Because I know I can't be around you all the time to make you feel better. It's just not practical. And I know you feel better when you're around me. And I've really tried my best. But I don't know if I can be the only solution to this. We need to try something else. You need to get better. Well, what do you want me to do, Echo? Believe me, if I could have wished them away, I would have done it long ago. I really don't believe just talking it out is going to make it better. I know these antidepressants are going to be the only way out of this. But if it comes to cost my feelings, and not just bad ones, maybe it's brand based, I don't know. Hey, you can at least promise me to think this over? Stares off in the dark as he mumbles my request. I know this isn't the first time she thought about getting help. Maybe it's different now that I'm the one pushing for it. She has a sign. Alright, I'll think it over. Just no promises, okay? It'd mean the world to me if you think long and hard about this. I know. You won't see me any differently if something happens, right? What do you mean? If I take them and something happens, you'll still see me as the same person you grew up with, right? You still like me? Of course I'll still like you. Nothing will ever going to change that. I like you, Echo. Me too. Well, look, it's getting late. We should probably start heading back. Offer my arm to her, who giggles at my gesture. Aren't you just a gentleman? Only for you. She smiles and wraps herself around my arm. This occurred, we begin our walk back on the path we came, illuminated by lights, poles scattered along the path, and the stars above us. Walking back, I noticed several small animals scurrying around in the shadows, presumably looking for food. I'm able to make out a few squirrels and rabbits, but it's hard to make out exact details with it being so dark by this point. Strangely enough, Sayori doesn't seem to notice them. I turned to her and she's simply staring ahead with the biggest grin on her face, enjoying latching onto my arm. I simply smiled to myself and continued the journey home with the sound of animals frolicking behind us. It was mostly silent back. We occasionally made some small talk, but I generally let Sayori enjoy the feeling of being close. Though I can't say I didn't enjoy being close to her either. I mean, that's what couples do, right? Share these kind of moments with each other. Though, especially Sayori's forces us go, we stop at our houses. I'll see you tomorrow, Echo. I can still see flustered all the way back. Though I can feel my face is a little red as well. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Try to get some good sleep tonight, alright? I'll try my best. Hopefully telling Sayori about my dreams will ease them off for me tonight. It's going to make them worse. See you tomorrow. Takes her into my arms and I hug her tightly. I decide to throw a peck on her cheek for good measure, which she seemed to enjoy as she giggles. Eventually break our embrace and wave goodbye to each other as we head back to our houses. I watch her disappear from my sight as I turn the key to open the door and head up to my bedroom. After finishing my nightly routine, I prepare any outstanding homework and I lay down on my bed and prepare to fall asleep. Things are going to go bad. All things considered, today was a pretty good day. Mona gave me helpful advice regarding my situation, and I had a pretty good time with Sayori. We actually went on our first real date, and it's been officially together. It was nice though, and I'm glad I took her up on the offer to go out. In a way, it did help settle my feelings a little bit. I do truly like her, and I wouldn't really want to ruin it. And I'd say I've been pretty faithful to our relationship. Still, I have to figure out what to say to Natsuki. I don't feel any closer to figuring out what to say. I'll worry about it tomorrow. I should try and get some good sleep for once. No, you're going to get a dream. A really bad dream. Hopefully I don't have another horrific dream. I shut my eyes as I uneasily drift off to sleep, praying for nothing to happen. Yeah, and what's the first thing that happens there? You just don't listen, do you? The same familiar voice angrily screams, making my ears sting in agony. I tried to move to cover my ears, but my arms remained locked by my side, forcing me to simply just wince in pain. I guess I stand corrected. I just don't know what's with you. I don't understand why you continue to pursue the most hopeless of us all. Sure, is a lost cause. It's not worth spending your precious time and energy into someone like her. Sure, you might cheer her up for the time being, but she'll fall back into her old same self-destructive mindset. You know how much she hates herself, so I would end herself without a second thought, regardless of how much you like her. Do you really want a person like that? She's not worth it. She's truly selfish, she admits it too. So why do you want to waste more time with her? Just to cheer her up for a few more hours? The price of doing so is death. If she ever finds out the truth about this place, she won't just be killing herself. She'll kill everyone, including you. It's time for you to see that. Immediately I'm jolted awake. However, instead of finding myself lying in my bed, I find myself standing on the sidewalk by Sayori's house in school uniform. But Sayori is oddly enough in her pajamas, red faced with tears streaming down her cheeks. What did I just find myself in? So that's why I'm not coming to school, Echo. I'm not really feeling like myself today. I blink a few times to look to confirm I'm really outside. How on earth did I get here? I was just in bed. Granted, I was dealing with that voice tormenting me again. I guess it's just made me forget about waking up and getting ready. Did you get that, Echo? I tried to go along with the situation. Yeah. I understand, Sayori. Everyone needs to take a day to themselves once in a while. I'm sure everyone will understand. Somehow I doubt that. They're just gonna worry about me, Echo. They don't know what I'm going through. I really don't want you to cover for me. I feel so guilty for having you lie for me. Well, that's what a good boyfriend does, right? Yeah. You know, I'm surprised you're taking it so well. I thought you'd be offering to stay with me, given some of the things I just told you. Huh? She got me in a trap here. How am I supposed to keep this up? I mean, I am worried about you. I always have been. But you wanted me to tell everyone you're not feeling good, right? Didn't say that. Go. Were you listening to anything I was saying? Of course I was. I can't believe I'm lying to her face in the middle of her meltdown. This isn't good. I'm just out of it, okay? You completely fine this morning. You even told me you were willing to meet up with me early. I did? Look at my watch. 6:45. When I look up at the sky to see the sun just turned fully blue. I never get up this early in the school day. What on earth is happening? I turned back to face Sayori, who's now angrily staring me down. You weren't listening to anything I said? You ignored me. After you promised you wouldn't. But no need to apologize. I really haven't been ignorant to how I really feel inside. And how are you feeling on the inside? Like I wanted to. Sayori yelling suddenly jars me backwards. Then we heard a raise of voice instead of frightening tone. You didn't really care about me. You only dated me to fill your life with some sick pleasure, isn't it? Right, that's not true and you know it. I know I've been failing you for all these years. I've been doing my best to make up for it. And I need to do more. But I care about you. I always have and always will. You're just saying that to make me feel better. It won't work this time, Echo. I think I finally had enough of it all. What are you saying? Don't worry about it. I wouldn't want to ruin everyone's day. That would just be selfish. Celeste's uncomfortable laugh only adds on to the already tense atmosphere. I'm sorry I dragged you out here for nothing. You won't have to worry about me anymore. I think I served my purpose. Can't keep you guys happy forever if I keep feeling hopeless. So the solution is obvious. Goodbye, Echo. With open mouth, so you wordlessly walked back to your house. Excuse me. What on earth was that? Why did you jump to conclusions like that? Did she really tell me something that important? How could I miss that? The thing about this situation feels right. Is Sayori really going to... No. No. She couldn't. She ran into her house, using a key under the mat to let myself in. I went upstairs to his room where it seems to be closed shut. I frantically knock on the door. Safety, sorry. Sorry. Are you in there? I gotta put the safety image up because something's not gonna be cool. I knock on the door again. Sorry. Let's move to the door and see if she's really in there. Can't do anything. What on earth is she doing? Are you okay? I'm waiting for the answer. I throw the door open. Sorry. There we go, yep. She can hold in disgust as I fall back onto the floor in shock. Sorry? Those eyes lazily stare blankly at me as she slowly swings from side to side. No, I was too late. I completely messed up. Tears from my eyes as I pound the floor, screaming in anguish. Why did she do this? We'll get her down. Might still be a chance. What happened? Has it been this past Sunday? What did I do wrong? Should I have spent more time with her? Should I have told her how much she meant to me? And I'm never going to have another chance. curl up on the floor and start sobbing. When my sobs, my mind tries to come up with sorts of scenarios for how she possibly could be alive right now. Maybe I'm still dreaming. Maybe she's still alive. Quickly throw open the drawers, but it has to be done to cut her down. Come on, come on, come on. When I find the search, I finally find a box cutter. This should do. Run up to Sayori, get up from underneath her feet, and run. Stretch my arms and cut away at the rope. Almost got it. As soon as it was she falls right into the floor. Roll over. On the face, Sayori, who's lying stiffly on the floor. Quickly loosen as quickly as I can. Sorry. Oh, what a quick save. I gently shake her body a few times. Sorry, can you hear me? She doesn't respond. No. We must do CPR. Need do CPR, dude. Why'd she do this? I try to check for pulse, but I can't feel anything. She can't be gone. No, she can't be. Tears are found on my face as I cradle Sayori's body in my arm. This is my fault. If I had paid more attention, if I just listened, and she wouldn't have snapped like this. I'm a failure. No. No, I'm not letting you die. Lay her on the floor and begin CPR. Yes. Ooh. Sorry, you're an ungodly groan emits from Sayori's mouth. Sayori? It rolls towards me. Just let me. She angry. She angry. Die. Whoa. Sayori pushes me off her, causing me to stumble back. Stands up, not breaking her menacing stare. Sayori? You're alive? I feel a mix of emotions course through me as I try to hug Sayori, but her stare stops me cold. Why'd you come? Why couldn't you let me rest? Why'd you continue to torment me by letting me live? Sayori? What are you talking about? I was worried about you. That's why I came. I didn't want you to do what evidently you just did. So now you care, huh? After ignoring me for a year, you finally decided I'm worth your time? Nothing you done can make me forgive you. What are you talking about? I know I haven't been perfect, but but nothing. You ignored me for an entire year, while I was dealing with my soul splitting in two. You know how awful you made me feel over this last year, Echo? Awful enough where I wanted it. You made me do it. You pushed me beyond my breaking point. I know your affection for me was fake. Nothing is real. Existing is pain. She has a raspy, mechanical laugh. I slowly back my way to the exit. I see you sometimes alone, Sayori. Oh, no. Voice her voice to an ear whisper I can barely hear. No, Echo, don't leave. You said you want to spend time with me. No time like the present, right? Why'd you have to hear me, eyes? I'm going to be late to school. Forget school. They never taught us anything useful anyway. It's all an elaborate game, Echo. You and this world have been played me for so long, using my kindness to make you feel good about yourselves. But I figured it out how to beat it. It was so easy. She completely lost it. Tried to outrun her, but so I probably catch up to me before I make it to school. But if I can make it to the neighborhood house, how'd you beat it, Sayori? That's why I'm trying to do everything I can to make sure she doesn't attack me. Do you really want to know? I don't think you cared enough, Echo. Considering how you let someone you've known for years just hang about. I'm so sorry. Please tell me. Come here and I'll tell you. I feel like she's about to stab us. I'm so wrecked with anxiety, it feels like my heart's about to explode. Vision starts to become blurry as Sayori continues to stare me down. The more I stare at her, the more lightheaded I feel. What's happening? Don't tell me about the past out in a time like this. I don't feel so good, Sayori. Just tell me. Three giggles. Okay, here. How you beat the game, Echo? She pauses dramatically as they both anxiously look in her eye and the exit trying to determine when I should bolt it. Kill yourself? But what? Come again? Kill? Oh, what on earth is she talking about? Kill. She repeats the symphony over and over, growing louder each time. I start making movements to run for the exit. She suddenly stops her chant and looks straight at me. Kill. Oh, did she just... Did she just attack me? Did she just break my neck? She just neck snapped me. My goodness, that is brutal. Since when? I slowly opened my eyes. Fortunately, I find myself in my bed, the same bedroom I've had all along. However, I still feel unnerved from the whole experience. My heart is racing at a million miles an hour. Warm sweat is crawling down my neck. And I feel a sense of dread, though I can't exactly tell from what. As I wet my brow from sweat, I notice light outside starting to creep through the blinds. I turn my head to check my alarm clock. 5:30. Guess that was just a dream, huh? I loudly mute myself. Just to be sure, I open my phone and check my text. Sayori had texted me. To my relief, I haven't got any notifications and I went to sleep. I try to prop myself up, but suddenly a rush of pain hits my forehead, instantly making me feel dizzy. I force myself back to lay down. Rage begins play as I ferociously blink several times in an effort to restore it back to normal. Well, at least I don't need to get up particularly soon. I would go back to sleep, but I'd rather not dream of being attacked by Sayori again. I simply stare at the ceiling through my hazy vision as I attempt to process my experience. These nightmares are getting stranger. I don't see it stopping anytime soon, along with these side effects, if you can even call them that. I guess this week I should try scheduling a doctor's visit all about this. Maybe I can bring Sayori with me too. Hopefully we can try to solve two problems at once that way. I allow silence to set my ceiling, waiting for my headache to dissipate. As I try to pass time before I need to get out of bed, it still hits me that I still nowhere near closer to deciding what to say to Natsuki. But I don't really expect her to talk to me given to how she went yesterday. I think I should have settled my feelings for Sayori at this point. I don't see a reason to break up. I should expect to deal with this much drama when I decide to join an all-girls club. In retrospect, I was kind of asking for it. I just didn't know how stressful it'd be. Well, I guess I'll try to solve one problem at a time. Try to put some more thought into my feelings with Natsuki. Maybe today it'll dawn on me. Suddenly my alarm on my phone rings. I gingerly reach over to the alarm and proceed to drag myself out of bed and prepare for the day ahead of me. Fortunately, it seems my body recovered from the ordeal and I feel pretty much back to normal. But something continues to nag at me in the back of my mind. Maybe if I ignore it, it'll go away. Let's get this over with. I mutter myself as I begin my morning routine. I end up getting ready a few minutes earlier than I normally do, so I decided to take time to wait outside for Sayori. Leaning against the lamppost, I reflect on last night's dreams and try to make sense of what it's been saying. I don't understand why I'm supposedly not allowed to spend time with Sayori. I'm a person with free will. I can choose who I want and who to spend time with. I don't understand how this voice can be jealous of me spending time with Sayori. Unless my subconscious is trying to tell me something. Hey Echo. Oh, sorry, already standing in front of me. Oh hey, didn't see you there. Ready for school? First, I try to sound as energetic as possible, but Sayori is able to see from my facade pretty easily. Echo. Did you have another bad dream last night? I simply nod my head in disappointment. I really don't want to talk about it right now. Echo. He steps forward and brings me into an embrace. I slowly reciprocate the warmth of her body radiating onto me. Despite the trauma of last night, I already feel somewhat better. I'm sorry you're having nightmares again. I just wish there was something I could do to help. You can't, and I don't know what will, to be honest. During our big embrace, her warmth quickly brushed off with a cold morning breeze. I have considered seeing a doctor about this. Maybe there's a medical explanation for it. Well, just do whatever you need to, Echo. I'll support you. And I guess it'll be a good time to bring up my idea. I'd like for you to come with me. Eyes me suspiciously. I'll come. Not that I'm opposed to going with you or anything, but thought it wasn't that bad. How about that? But your rain clouds. The idea I brought up with you last night? Yeah? It would mean a lot if we both try to solve our problems together. I know you want me to get better, and well, I'd like to be able to return the favour somehow. She uncomfortably gazes off into the distance. I'm still thinking it over, Echo. Still don't quite understand the reluctance to get help, but given that this is a pretty big deal for her, I need to be as patient as possible. It's okay. It's not like I'm heading after school or anything. Don't feel rushed. Flashes me a weak smile. Come on, let's get going. Without another word, Troy and I begin our daily commute to school. Daily? Yeah, they're not getting better. The walk to school was rather silent. I ended up telling Sayori some of the details about my nightmare. I avoided telling her some more grotesque parts of it, but she was still disturbed all the same. I was asking Sayori what the other 2 dreams were like, but best as my memory. We tried to make sense of everything as we could, but we couldn't reach any solid conclusions for why I'd possibly be having these nightmares. I haven't been watching any horror movies lately. I haven't experienced anything traumatic since the festival. Maybe it's just some sort of weird phase I'm going through. Ultimately, we decided to stop talking about it as we were close to Sayori's class. Well, I guess I'll see you after school. Just take care of yourself, okay, Echo? I'll try my best. Even despite these nightmares, I'm not really tired. Just more disturbed than anything else. Well, let me know if anything happens. I'll be sure to. Good. It flashed me her biggest smile I've seen all day, which helps calm my nerves. If it weren't for the other students walking around the hallway, I'd probably take out my arms right now. I'm not only feeling the moment of magic, Eva as Sayori blushes. I'll see you later, Echo. She stammers out. Yeah, see you later. Chloe scrams in the room with her face flushed with embarrassment. I can feel my own face burning red hot. In an effort to not show attention to myself, I speed walk to my classroom. Well, it had to be back by the time I arrived at my fairly empty classroom. Only a few early birds were sitting in their seats by the time I got there. I walk to the back of the room to my usual spot and begin unpacking my stuff. However, as I'm doing that, my pocket vibrates. I my phone to see I've got a text. It's from Sayori. It's not that often we text each other, given that we're in a person's a lot. It meant we just saw each other. You feeling okay? I feel a smile creep across my face as I read that. Still, I was a little worried before, so I would overreact knowing something was wrong with me. Though I do appreciate your concern, though. Yes, I'm feeling fine, you don't need to worry. Add a heart emoji to the text for good measure. Responds about half a minute later. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Receive a kissing face emoji from her. I tried to hide my grin from my classmates and I sent one back to her as well. To finish getting ready for class, my phone rings once again. I got to read the text. You want to hang out in the club later? I contemplate my response. She probably just wants to make sure I'm doing okay. Besides, I enjoy spending time with her lately, so there's no reason not to. Yeah, sure, I'd love to. Well, that's great. I should be getting to the club a little earlier today. I'll be in my usual spot. Sounds good to me. She sends her favourite smiling emoji and ended up sending one back as well. Well, this is great, I guess. Spend the day with Sayori. Wonder if she has anything special planned. As soon as I finish my thought, the teacher comes into the room and starts the lesson. Here we go for another boring day of school. At least I have the club to look forward to. The rest is good. It goes by rather quickly and I was able to get through it without much incident. I occasionally got a headache every now and then. The same mysterious sense of dread washed over me, but it never lasted more than a few minutes. I also tried to use my time during lunch period to work up my feelings towards Natsuki. Trying to settle on the exact feelings was hard, but I think I've generally worked out what I could say. But I'm doubtful she'll ask me about it today, maybe by Friday at latest. Why am I worrying about this? I should be looking forward to the club today, not dreading it. I'm going to spend more time with Sayori, so I should put my best face forward. And just like that, the final school bell rings, signaling the end of the day. I pack up my things and head to meet her. And by the doors to the class, I see countless students walk by me on the way home. Sure enough, I spot Sayori heading my way. I wave to her and get her attention. Squeeze her way through the crowd and gets to me. Hey, Echo. Hey, nice crowd surfing. Let's have a small giggle. But hey, it's a pretty good skill to have in school. Yeah, I know what you mean. They usually get these hallways enlarged. Not that it'll ever happen. Wait for a few minutes to let the hallways thin out so we can get to the stairs without hassle. I'll wait until it turns to me. How was your day? It was alright. Are you feeling any better? I was to think it over for a moment. Just then, the same sense of dread that's been plaguing me all day creeps up my spine. It's almost enough to make me shake this time. Try to sound convincing as I can my answer. I guess so. I haven't felt worse at least. I guess that's good. I want you to be okay. I know. You're doing a good job, I'm doing alright. Your reassuring smile is the same. Anyway, enough about me, how's your day been? I had a test today. Ooh, no, not a test. That was horrible. How was it? Nobody twirls her fingers. You bombed it, didn't you? Well, I haven't got the results back yet. By my defense, it was a really hard test. Did you study for it? Nervously giggles. I shake my head in disappointment before she finally lets it out. I forgot we had one until last night. I facepalm. How come you didn't tell me about this last night? Would have helped you study. I didn't remember until after I got home. I was going to shake my head in disappointment. You have to be better than that. If you don't pay attention to your grades, you're going to fall behind. It's just one test. I think I've done alright on all the others. Well, I don't want to repeat a 7th grade. That was a nightmare to pull your grades back up. But we did it. Barely. Oh, come on, don't you trust me? Not important things, no. Just said to me the air between suddenly becomes unusually heavy. I'm confused for a moment until the weight of what I said just hits me like a train. Oh. I didn't mean it like that. It's fine, I know what you meant. His deadpan tone and expression fails to convince me otherwise. As there no use fighting it. I'm sorry. I think the hallway might be clear enough for us now. Let's see, I have a few lingering students. The hallways are completely empty. I guess you're right. Let's go. This struggles up. He starts walking off without me in the direction of the stairwell, leaving me no choice but practically run after him. The rest of the walk would come be silent as Sayori barely even acknowledged me. I keep mentally kicking myself over and over how stupid I was to say it like that. Who knows how long she'd be like this? I doubt she'd want to spend time around me now. The usual scene greets us well. Everyone is in their usual spots doing their usual routine. Monica shoots a sinister grin as she sees Sayori and I walk in. Oddly enough, something about Monica's grin rubs me the wrong way. Before Monica greets us, Sayori promptly goes to her usual spot and stares blankly at the wall. She shoots me a concerned look. I raise my hand to let her know I is under control. Afterwards, she returns to her desk and I gingerly put my stuff in the middle of the room. I still look at her, who's staring blankly at the wall. I let her sign walk over to her. Sorry. I'm fine, Echo. Just want some space right now. I can't believe how badly I messed this up. Okay, let me know if you need anything. Doesn't give me a response. I start to walk to the windowsills across the room. Stare at the view of the school's courtyard as I reflect on the situation. I guess I won't be spending time together today. I really suck at this whole thing, don't I? For my internal self-deprecation, I begin to space out. Suddenly I feel a tap on my shoulder. When I spend Sayori and Monica, says Natsuki as soon as I turn around. Oh, hey Natsuki. You got a minute? Yeah, sure, what's up? We talk outside. And I feel another wave of dread wash over me as I hear that. Oh no, please don't let this be what I think it is. Why outside? It's really important. Don't let anyone else hear. Sure. I reluctantly start walking towards the door, Natsuki, as my mind begins racing with all sorts of possibilities as everyone talks to me. Although I feel like this is going to beat us up. I was stopped at the door by Monica, who looks at us with a concerned expression. Where are you two going? It's not important. Move. Excuse me? You heard me. Monica clearly caught back by her angry tone, but doesn't yield. Actually, Natsuki, it is important that I have nowhere to off to. We're starting club activities in a few minutes. I don't want Echo wandering off again. It's not going to wander off. Please, ladies. I raise my hand calmly in an attempt to defuse the argument. We'll be right outside. I'll be a few minutes. Just when you go out to start, okay? He has a defeated sign. Fine, I'll give you 2 minutes. Thank you. He angrily stares at Suki for her to say the same, but she maintains eye contact with the floor. Brushes past us and goes back to the teacher's desk. Come on. Mutters as she opens the door and walks down the hallway. It's become eerily silent as the door shuts behind us. Staying in the middle of the hallway with not a single person in sight, there becomes increasingly fraught with tension as we both struggle to maintain eye contact. Pit forms my stomach as I brace for what I've always thought would be inevitable. Fortunately, she's just as nervous as I am. Part of me hopes this entire thing is some joke, or if it was, complete misunderstanding. Maybe she asked me about something else. Am I just overthinking things? But given how she's acting, it makes neither option incredibly likely, especially since Natsuki's trying to muster out the right words. As I wait for a few seconds, I feel the part of me who wants to Why do you want that? I've always been attracted to a degree, and if this is what I think about, then it'd be a perfect opportunity to explore something we could always still be. So I start. So, what do you want to talk about? I think we both know the answer to that. Eh? Girl. He looks directly in the eyes as he starts scooting closer towards. I haven't done this kind of thing before. I really got the chance to tell about how much I like them. Or how much they meant to me. because one way or another they'd always stop talking before I could tell them. It really hurts when you like someone after a while and for stupid reasons they don't talk to you. I'm afraid that with you, this might be one of those times. I'm afraid you're just going to stay away from me, riding off with someone else. Just before I could tell you how much I like you. I was so scared I actually pushed you away, but I would live with regret on top of everything else in my life. Natsuki, she sniffles and she wipes tears off her face. I'm not finished yet. I put my hands up to gesture to her to continue. A couple of seconds later, she continues on. To tell you the truth, I had my eye on you for quite a while. Ever since you first joined, actually. But I acted as possible only because I was afraid to catch feelings. Don't want to get hurt again. I was sorry, and I could never get to you without feeling weird about it. But that changed last Sunday. Couldn't stop from feeling comfortable around you. Really let me be myself. I really almost kissed a couple of times, not to mention how much fun we had together at the festival too. After a while, I started to miss you. You were spending time with the others, leaving me behind. I've been worried that I was left behind and ignored again. I'd written poems to help with my feelings. It was pretty much then how you meant to me. How safe I felt with you. How you treated me like I mattered, and I missed spending time with you even if it only ever hung out once. I was too scared to tell you directly, so I decided to give you that special letter, a confession letter. I think you must have read it. I heard you were kind of acting like a maniac yesterday morning. And how awkward you've been acting around me lately. So I figured, well, there's no turning back now. I should have just given it straight to you. I like you, okay? More than anything else in the world. She looks as if she couldn't believe the words that came out of her mouth. At the same time, she looks as if the world's been lifted from her shoulders. Her eyes full of uncertainty as she waited with bated breath for my answer. I'm very touched by the confession, and I realized how much impact I've had on her since I've joined the club. And truthfully, part of me likes her back. But she really trashed my relationship with Sayori. I'm still happy being with her. There's so many different reasonings. And either way, I'm kicking up some sort of storm regardless how I answer this. But she deserves an answer. Do I really like her? As my thought process kicks in to overdrive, I look back and forth between the gun and Suki's as I try to set on a decision. Clearly sensing that I'm in deep thought, offers a hand to me. A deep breath and gently take them, I immediately realize how to manipulate them. Touching my face, bracing for whatever I say next. It almost feels like when Sayori confessed to me, but this is different. I'm determined to make it so. I look deep in her eyes to finally accumulate my answer. Well, there's only one answer it can be. I want to be friends. I just want to be friends. What? She stepped back, releasing her hands from my grip as she tries to overcome returns to what I said. I get this is hard to hear. Look, I think it's just better we stay as friends right now. I'll spend more time with you too, honest. Truthfully, I don't think we spent enough time together, and I know we can't go time to hang out more, but going forward, I'd like to spend more time with you on a regular basis. I just don't think I like you in the way you like me. Sorry. Tears run down her face, she sniffles and shakes in anger. So I made, she finally opens her eyes. No. What? Should I go crazy? No, I put my hand up to you. And after just showing a little bit of interest in me, that's all you tell me? Is that you want to be friends? Yes, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. No, you didn't. You're a great person, you're attracting me your own way. I'm not turning you down because I don't like you. I'm committed, sorry. Oh, she hits me so hard. She asked me so hard, I ended up stumbling into the wall. Before I could even respond, she runs back in the club and sobbing loudly. I do my best to nurse my throbbing cheeks as I sit up and try to get a sense of what happened. I hate for the play out like that, but I think I made the right decision for my relationship. Sorry. Might have been 100% perfect, but I owed it to her to give her everything I got. I promised her as much. My train of thought is impeded as I hear scream from inside the room. Oh no. I wants to walk away and never come back to that room. This is exactly what I wanted to avoid. But I asked for this, so I have to fix it somehow. Stand up, reluctantly open the door. Burst through the club door to find everything in complete disarray. Natsuki is sitting face down on the desk, sobbing uncontrollably. Monika and Yuri all over Natsuki, attempting to calm her down. I wonder what happened. Briefly lifts up the head. As soon as she does sees me, she immediately slams her face into the desk, crying twice as harder and louder than before. Monika and Yuri all exchange looks, bewildered at the situation they found themselves in. Natsuki? Her attempts to place her hand on Natsuki, or Natsuki slaps away as hard as she can, making Sayori howl in pain. Don't touch me. Ooh. Oh my goodness. All to yourself and you have the audacity to act like you care about me? Oh. The room becomes dead quiet as Natsuki finishes her insult. Yuri looks as she's about to have a full-on panic attack. Monica stands still, completely bewildered. Phil looks as she's about to break down and cry as Natsuki angrily stares her down. Oh, okay. Want to be like that? I promptly walk back to her original seat and tries her hardest to fight back tears. Monica and Yuri immediately turn to me. What did you do? I didn't do anything. Streams are sobbing. Go, please step outside for a moment, she says sternly. Monica turns to Yuri. Yuri, try to see if you can calm her down, okay? I see the colour drain from her face. It seems visibly uncomfortable with the request, but given the gravity of the situation, she nonetheless accepts it. I'll try. It takes me by the wrist and needs to be out the room. We're about to get beaten up again. I'll just move her you a whip bit of what she's saying to calm down Natsuki. Natsuki? Get away from me. Oh my... Edgy? What are you calling edgy, you idol? Before I close the door, I can hear it. Monica closes the door, I can hear the rest of her response. Only if I can hear is muffled yelling and screaming. What happened? I turned her down. She took it that bad, huh? I'm afraid so. I told her I didn't like her the same way, even though I offered to hang out with her more. Safe to say the offer was rejected, though. She ended up slapping me pretty badly. Monica needed audibly gasp as show her Natsuki's slap mark. While it doesn't hurt as bad as a few minutes ago, it still feels rather tender. I see. She nervously grimaces as she tries to assess the situation. Well, I'm glad you made the right decision for Sayori's sake. I'm so Sayori will appreciate you staying loyal to her. I just tried to be the best I can around her. Wish I could say the same for Natsuki, though. Well, we get things sorted out with her, don't you worry. She just needs a chance to cool down. Do I really want to know how she started all this? Well, she pretty much barged in, started screaming and cursing at Sayori, then just broke down crying on the desk. Wow. Yeah, she's never been mad like this. Oh, great. Looks like Sayori's not going to be the only one needing therapy after all this. Molly's going to be looking at the door, or you can still make out the screaming from the others. Well, so much for getting Natsuki to calm down. What are we going to do? I'll try talking to her one-on-one, see if that does anything. My responsibility to calm her down anyway. Just try not to say anything to her, okay? Alright. Here goes nothing. Nervously swings open the door. As soon as it does, we're forced to duck as a textbook almost immediately flies over our heads. Wow, Natsuki. Great throw for a dwarf. That is... Doki clutches a fish as she lets out an angry grunt. Take back what you said. Right now you... assess. Only have to take back your assumption of me being a member of a satanic cult, you flat dumpster diver. That's it. That thing raises her fist at Yuri. Somehow everything is even worse than shape. Fortunately, Monica steps in between them and pushes them away from each other. Enough, you two. There's going to be no more fighting here today, understand? Natsuki and Yuri averts the eyes away from Monica and mumbles something they can't make out. Will you go sit down? I'm going to have a word with Natsuki first. I think it's going to take more than that word to straighten her out, Monica. If I may, just go. Oh, she got angry. Yuri and Monica coldly stare each other down. Yuri's never been one for confrontation. I can tell Monica seems rather surprised too, but she seems to be standing her ground for now. Continues to coldly stare her down with a look I've never seen before. It's as if she's filled with malice. My attention briefly broken as I hear sniffling coming from the other side of the room. I see Sayori sitting in the same spot almost motionless. I didn't even think she saw us come in. Carefully walk over to her and kneel down next to her. Sorry, are you okay? He doesn't offer a response or even acknowledge me. Not knowing what to do, I take a seat next to her to bring her arms into mine. What did they do to you? I'm barely able to make out the arm in the background as I try my best to comfort her. In a minute, she eventually speaks up. Echo? Hear her sniffle again. It's okay, I'm here for you now. When he looks at me, tears finally stemming down her face. I'm sorry for all of this. I say it falsely, this is all on me. It's gonna be okay. Hate to kill the mood between you two over there. But it's not going to be okay. This needs to be resolved now. Everyone was taken aback by her assertiveness. This has never been this vocal or aggressive before. Breaks out of his shot and attempts to regain control of the situation. Yeah, I don't think that's the best idea right now. Oh my goodness. Everything's going to chaos. It gives Monica the same angry cold stare from earlier, but Monica does her best to continue on. Everyone's not in a great mood right now, so let me talk to Natsuki in private and go home. Club's over for you today. No. Yuri's icy tone caused Monica to take a step back. Everyone else in the room watches in uncomfortable silence as Monica faces down Yuri again. What do you mean, no, Yuri? We're not going to get anything done today if you're at everyone's throats. It's better for you to leave while I talk to Natsuki. You're not solving anything by doing that. I'm not going to let you excuse me from this. You want the egg all alone to yourself? Is that what you're trying to accomplish? Monica scrawls at Yuri's accusation. Don't be hysterical. I don't know what's gone into you, but you're not in the best state of mind to be having a civil discussion. Don't lie to me. You're being hysterical again. And you're being manipulative. What on earth are you talking about? I'm sending you home because you're creating more problems rather than solving them. And I'm not putting up with any more drama today. A real club president would actually hear all sides of the story, first wrote any premeditated motives. So you're either taking Natsuki's head without hearing what I have to say, or you're going to try to keep Echo here all to yourself. You didn't seem to care that your club was tearing itself apart as you were with him in the middle of the hallway doing who knows what. The jaw drops as Yuri continues to exasperate her accusations. What's gone into her? Why does she think she wants to be with me? Cooler heads would prevail, Yuri. With just a little bit of time, we're all going to get over this incident today and move on. And you're going to move on from me too, Monica? Yuri slowly starts walking towards it. Is that what you really want? Yuri proceeds to threateningly tap her on the chest with a very familiar looking pen. Do you want your club members to hate each other and turn us into a cesspool? Monica pushes her back from her personal space, causing her to drop the pen. Yes, I would very much like to move on from the drama you and Natsuki bring to this club on a daily basis. Natsuki promptly stands up, clearly not letting Monica's attack and her go unthwarted. Hold on, the drama I bring in? Are you full of yourself, Monica? You're the one considering you came in crying your eyes out because Echo turned you down. Monica shouldn't really have said that. Her wince and look astray, but she's turned her attention to the drama at the front of the room. Oh, and you wouldn't have done the same? Rather than accusing Monica of being into me? It's not like I spent time together. Eyes now on Natsuki as she slowly walks past Yuri and up to her. A few inches apart from each other, I've never seen Monica this angry. Seeing the sight of it unsettling to say the least. I admit it. Admit to what? Both continue to stare each other down. I stand handfully by slowly unsure if I should step in. Admit to Echo that you like him. What? You're in front of all of us. Tell me about how you so head over heels. Then he clutches her fist. Her knuckles are white as her flawless face begins to give way to shades of charisma. Yeah, that's right. We all know about that. Heard you talking to your friends a few days ago to how you find Echo so dreamy, adorable. Monica grits her teeth. Oh, and you want to know the real punchline? She doesn't respond, only clenching her fist in an effort to control herself. This is she's no longer interested in helping Natsuki. After the fest, I heard you practicing that songs, Joe. How was it all for you and Echo? Guess that's usually what Monica can come to the club in time. Oh, what was it called? Monica finally snapped. If you know what's good for you, you'll stop talking. Didn't your dad teach you that? Her face drops as the room goes dead silent. I turned to Sayori, who's clearly as shocked as I am with this sudden bombshell. Her eyes well up with tears and face twists in anger. I'm sick and tired of this. Natsuki forms a fist and takes a hard swing at Monica's face. Feeling the full force of Natsuki's punch, Monica staggers right back into the desk behind her, barely able to catch herself to avoid falling onto the floor. My goodness, she just decked her. What on earth? Monica clutches her face with one hand as she slowly stands back up, wincing in pain. With the pain, she eerily grins at her, So that's where you want to go with this, huh? You started this, you guys. Well, he shouts and grabs the attention of the other three. Come on, we're better than this. Is this really who we are as a club? Just stop fighting, please. Rose, emotionally drained, promptly falls back to her seat. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like her plea got through to anyone. So now you want to participate like you of all people deserve a say in the first place. At this point, I muster enough courage to step in. That's enough. She has a rough day as this, and none of you guys are making it easier of your constant bickering. She wants you all to yourself, Echo. Haven't you considered that maybe there are better people in this club who are interested in you as well? And focus their attention to Yuri. Then sorry who's on the verge of tears. I'm sorry if I said too much. No, please keep going, Yuri. I already know I'm an awful person. Sorry. I always knew you had a thing for Echo, Yuri. I guess that's why you're stealing his pens. At least I wasn't stupid enough to spot my confession when he clearly was sorry. Master spinning as Natsuki and Yuri continue their shouting at each other. They all like me. I have absolutely no idea what I should do at this point. Even if I try speaking up, I'm only going to make things worse between them. At least I didn't stuff my chest for Tui to get his attention. Honestly, how gross are you to think he's that? But I feel like I should leave. The atmosphere has become unbearable. I'm the one who called him gross, Natsuki. Maybe if you guys actually spent time with him instead of... Maybe if... Oh, maybe if you guys actually spent time with him instead of acting like jerks, you'd figure out what he likes. Well, we would love to, but you always kept him from us. Hogging him every moment of the day. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Never really considered that. You ever considered it? It would be beneficial to society, seeing as you're completely useless and getting in the way of everyone. So he finally breaks down crying as he slams her face down on her desk. What on earth, Yuri? No wonder can talk considering you called her a basket case and accused me of cutting myself just a minute ago. That's no excuse, you don't say that to people. Oh yeah, keep talking, Monica. It's a high ground when you brought up Natsuki's dad. But as the bar as I clench my fist, I've had enough of this junk. Okay. It's more loud, voice loud enough so everyone can hear me. If you're all going to continue to act like this, like total monsters, then I don't want to be part of this club until you sort yourselves out. In my eyes, you're all guilty. Grab my bag and proceed to exit the room, letting the door slam behind me as anyone has a chance to stop me. End up walking home alone, not bothering to wait for Sayori to catch up with me. Didn't even look behind me to check if she was there, and if she was, I didn't cheer her. As soon as I got home, I got changed out my uniform and hauled myself in my room. I lay back in my bed, my ears still ringing from all the vicious insults they hurled at each other. Can't believe what I heard in there. They treat us like dirt so they could win me over. What am I going to do? I don't even know if I should even go back. How brutal they were to each other, I don't think I'll make amends anytime soon. And the cloud's probably ruined for good. Even if it's a miracle we can move past this, I'll probably continue to fight each other when I'm not there. I suppose I have an obligation to stick around and do my part for the photo shoot. Assuming the club doesn't disband on Monday. I let a long sigh and stare up to my ceiling as I slowly begin to get lost in thought. Suddenly I feel my phone vibrate. I reach to my phone to see who messaged me. I'm sorry. Can we please talk today, face to face? I contemplate my response. For once, she really didn't do anything to instigate the fight. Man, she was one of the biggest victims. But I know if she comes over, she's just going to blame herself for everything, and I'm not particularly sure if I'll up for dealing with that or anything else. I honestly think it's important we say yes. But I think we're going to end it here today. Yes, it's only an hour stream today, but it's getting late. And yeah, it's getting late, and yeah, I don't want to be up too late, and this also seems like a good place to hold it up. Yeah, thank you for watching. I know it's a short one than usual, but still, I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, please give a follow and subscribe, and if you've done so, thank you very much. Yep, that's all for today. I'll be back live tomorrow at the usual time, hopefully. So yeah, goodbye. Thank you for watching.